We are currently only 20 days away from the upcoming November 3rd election, and already more than 11 million people across the country have cast their ballots. We are also seeing record numbers of early voters, and as of right now, the lead is heavily in favor of Joe Biden, although Republicans are anticipating this to change very soon. Nancy Pelosi went on CNN yesterday with Wolf Blitzer and made a complete mess of the interview. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, I will link to that video that I did last night down in the description box below, so make sure you go and check it out. Kellyanne Conway slammed Nancy Pelosi, saying she's so rude, thin skin plus thick skull equals bad combo. And in California, Republicans are being told to remove unofficial ballot drop boxes or risk prosecution. All this is happening while President Trump tells them to fight on. And in the United States, we are seeing daily COVID case counts of roughly 50,000 people per day, and health experts are anticipating this number will rise heading into the colder months. This is your second stimulus check update and stimulus package update for Wednesday, October 14th, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Now, if you enjoy these stimulus updates, these daily stimulus updates, can you do me a favor and hit that like button? This just tells YouTube that this video is worth sharing to other people on here as well. Now, over the next week, you are bound to see a number of people anxiously awaiting the Senate's new bill that they are anticipating to vote on Monday. Now, this new bill will supposedly include PPP funding, school funding, and liability protections for businesses. This bill will cost roughly $500 billion and is classified as a skinny bill. Well, honestly, this bill will be dead on arrival in the House. Nancy Pelosi has already stated that. And also, this bill is honestly just for show, just so senators or Senate Republicans mainly can go back to their districts and tell their constituents that they passed a bill and are just waiting on the House to pass it as well. So essentially, this bill or this whole show is essentially worthless. Right now, President Trump is urging Republicans to go big or go home on stimulus. He sent out that tweet just the other day. And these daily jabs at Congress are making it harder for Republicans to get anywhere on stimulus negotiations. Nancy Pelosi said that due to President Trump's insistence on getting a bigger number, Democrats now have more leverage than they did before. Nancy Pelosi said yesterday, we really need to have an agreement, but we cannot have an agreement by just folding. I don't think our leverage has ever been greater than it is now. Well, House Democrat Ro Khanna tweeted yesterday, just after Nancy Pelosi said this. And he said in this tweet, 78 million can't afford normal expenses. 40 million are at risk of eviction, and 8 million small businesses might close forever. Dems can't wait for the perfect deal. We have a moral obligation to get folks relief now. Even Wolf Blitzer told Nancy Pelosi to not let perfect be the enemy of good. President Obama said this as well. Right now, Nancy Pelosi is right. President Trump is not making negotiations any easier on Steve Mnuchin, Mark Meadows, or on Republicans. And he's doing this because of his constant tweets. At this moment, Nancy Pelosi does hold all the leverage, and I think everybody right now knows it. The best outcome moving forward will revolve around President Trump fixing his offer and proposing something closer to the tune of $2 to $2.2 trillion and with bipartisan language. Nancy Pelosi even stated this yesterday when she was doing an interview with Wolf Blitzer. Again, if you haven't seen that video, Go and watch it. And if you haven't seen my reaction to that and what that means, that will be the first link down in the description box below. So make sure you go and watch that as well. Nancy Pelosi seemed to say that no deal will get passed if Republicans continue to try and give the wealthiest families in America a bigger tax break while cutting child tax credits and earned income credits at the same time. If this is the case, then Trump now knows one of the sticking points that Nancy Pelosi has, and he should start negotiating from there. The problem that President Trump has had, or the Republican Party has had, is Nancy Pelosi has been changing what she wants. For a while, she didn't tell Steve Mnuchin what she even wanted in a $2.2 trillion stimulus package. Now that we're starting to get a clearer idea, and Steve Mnuchin should know this, he should really be negotiating on these things, these points, these talking points that Nancy Pelosi is bringing to the media. Because why would she bring it to the media if it's not true? If this is not something she really wants? So we know that Nancy Pelosi does not want to cut child tax credits and to get rid of the earned income credits. So let's start negotiations there. Now, here's the deal. If we don't see a stimulus package at least verbally agreed upon over the next, let's say, 2 weeks, then I would assume no stimulus negotiations will even happen during the final days leading up to the election. That is November 3rd. So if we don't have a deal, probably by October 27th, 28th, then the last 5 or 6 days are just going to go straight to the election. There will probably be absolutely no negotiations at that time. Now, Nancy Pelosi did state yesterday that she doesn't want to wait to pass a stimulus package, and nobody will need to wait until February for any relief. Now, even though she says this, I just want you to be 100% clear that this statement cannot be 100% true. Even if Nancy Pelosi feels this is true, it can't be 100% true because we do not know the results of the upcoming election yet. We do not know, will Democrats hold majority over the House? Yes, probably. Will they regain control over the Senate? We don't know. Will President Trump win, or will Joe Biden win? We don't know that. So saying that there's no way stimulus will wait until February is actually false, because there's no way she can actually say that, and have that be 100% true. What I can tell you is that President Trump can't accept the $2.2 trillion stimulus package. Many people have asked here inside the comments, why is President Trump so reluctant to just accept $2.2 trillion? Well, he's reluctant to do that because he will have no support, or very little support, in the Senate, which means that it will not pass anyway. It will pass through the House, no worries. But once it gets to the Senate, he might only have 1 or 2 people that vote yes. Chances are nobody would vote yes inside the Senate, especially a Republican, will not vote yes on something that's over $2 trillion. So that's why President Trump can't accept a $2.2 trillion package, with very little of the money being repurposed from the CARES Act. So I just wanted to make that clear because I know a lot of people have been asking. Now, my hope right now is that Steve Mnuchin and Nancy Pelosi will not stop negotiating and will get back to the table and work out some type of agreement. This is the best case scenario right now, outside of an executive order or something like that. Too many people right now are losing everything they have, and the American people should always come first over politics. I know a lot of people here on my YouTube channel, especially down in the comment section, are saying they're losing their house, they're losing their cars, they can't keep up with their bills. Food, it's hard to attain because it costs money, which they don't have. So a lot of people are asking, when will we see another stimulus check, the second stimulus check? When will we see some type of rental assistance? When will we see some type of food assistance or school funding or state and local government funding or childcare? When are we going to see any of this stuff? As of right now, nobody knows. The only people that could really change this are Nancy Pelosi and Steve Mnuchin. The problem right now is Nancy Pelosi does hold all the leverage. That is the honest truth. She does hold all the leverage. And the problem with one person holding all the leverage is that she is going to wait as long as humanly possible before accepting any stimulus package. She may go ahead and accept a $1.8, $1.9 trillion stimulus package just because she can, and it will get the American people some form of relief. But the problem is she probably will not do that until maybe days or a day before the upcoming election. And this is simply due to the fact that, well, this won't help President Trump and his re-election campaign if it happens just a day or days before the election. It needs to happen now. If it doesn't happen sometime this week or maybe even the early part of next week, the numbers aren't really going to reflect a stimulus package. So because of that, Nancy Pelosi might just be waiting long enough so that President Trump sees no gain because of this. Just because his name will be written on the stimulus checks will do him no good. Because many people, like I already stated, there's already been 11 million people that have cast their vote as of today. Probably even more than that. But that's 11 million people that they do not know if President Trump is going to get an additional stimulus check sent out. They don't know if an additional stimulus package will go through. They just don't know. They are only going off of what has happened thus far. So I'm not here to tell you who to vote for. I'm just here to tell you, go out and vote. Hopefully your vote is heard. Hopefully we get through this. Hopefully we see a vaccine. We see additional stimulus package. We see another stimulus check. And everybody remains healthy. That's the goal. So I just want to thank you guys for watching. I understand not every video that I do is going to be filled with just positive news and ample updates, but it is what it is. I'm going to bring them to you as soon as I get them. So again, thank you guys for watching, supporting this channel. If you can, do me a favor, go ahead, smash that thumbs up button if you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe if you want to stay updated, and I'll see you guys on the next one.